Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed. Today we are taking on Herenveen at the top of the Eredivisie and then Lazio at the top of whatever group of the Europa League we're in. I can't remember. Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, I have not played this for a long time and definitely not recorded for ages. The World Cup has just started in real life, so I thought I would just have a bit of a break. I'm already about 2-3 weeks ahead at minimum in terms of releases, but yeah, I kind of wanted to enjoy the festival of football. So yeah, it's still ongoing. There's a game in 15 minutes, so hoping to get some of this out of the way beforehand. So I think this is episode 2 of the season. I believe I met you for the PSV Malmo games. If that was episode 2, that might have been 2, I'm not sure. But we are now today going to be playing Herenveen and Lazio, so let's just assume Malmo was last time I saw you. Since then we have played RKC, which was a terrible 3-1 defeat, division below, straight out of the KNVB Becker as always, as is tradition. Rotated, not even that much, but apparently too much yet again, which is incredibly frustrating. We then beat Vitesse, who are top of the table, sort of perennial team, 2-0 away from home. Brecky Greteson got both goals there. Then lost to Midtjylland 4-3. I bypassed this because I thought it might be quite easy. But yeah, we struggled drastically. Came back into it in the last few minutes, but yeah, we did not look good there at all. I'm getting really weird flashbacks. I've done this all before. I'm going to check that in a second. But yeah, we lost 4-3. They were really clinical, and we didn't really deserve anything out of the game. So a lot to do against Lazio now. And then finally, we smashed Ajax 4-1. Made slightly hard work of it. They came back into it in the 40th minute after we opened the scoring. But then Brecky Greteson got another brace. And Darren Kane got his first goal at the club. His second spell at the club, to seal the deal and leave me in a really good mood. I seem to recall. It was ages ago, but I was on the train all smiling. It was great. I probably didn't look creepy at all. Okay, so I just checked. I told you that I would skip over Malmo because PSV was start of the season. So we beat Malmo in the Europa League. First match in our Group I. We beat him 2-0. It was quite a straightforward game. That's it really. Yeah, they're kind of the walkover boys. I thought Midtjylland might be the same, but apparently not. So yeah, 2 tough games today to make up for it. And I'll be trusting previous Ed with the team selection. I'm not going to change it. I assume he knew what he was doing. We've got Cesar in goal, Matusek, Schmidt, Bolkosian, Vasquez at the back, Prazak, Verheyen in the middle, Rehak and Sonnet on the wings, then Martin and Gretzen up front. So a really familiar team. Probably our first choice 11 at this stage. There's an argument to say that Ives could be in there instead of Schmidt, but Ives has maxed out on his potential. I know it's not all about the star ratings, but that long-term injury really hampered him, which is a massive shame. I don't think he's got it in him anymore to do that well, but he'll do as a backup. He's got a contract for another couple seasons, at which point, well, we can't extend it after that, but he might be worth a 7k a week, we'll see. And then Rehak has just fully displaced Silva now. I mean, you can't argue with the 7.49 average rating over the season. He's struggling a little bit for fitness right now, 80%, but as I said before, I'd rather start a player around that level than bring someone on. Silva's pretty good, pretty solid, but we'll stick with this and just see how we start. So here we've been playing a 4-2. No, I'm blind. Here we've been playing a 4-4-1-1 with Olarte in the middle. Oh, I want him back so badly, but he now wants a ton of money, which is crazy. Could have got him back for about 4k a week about a year ago. More for me. We've been on a good run lately. Is that true? I'd say we've been very up and down. The KNVB Becker game really upset me. We rotated the side. My bin is making weird sounds. Yeah, we rotated the side, but it wasn't that rotated. I don't know, I always seem to struggle against teams in lower divisions in cups. It's not even on this year's FM necessarily, it's just on every year's FM. I very rarely, unless I've got like an all-conquering team, I very rarely actually win a cup. I don't know if I just need them to be less complacent or something. Someone let me know, please. I need that domestic silverware, yo. Anyway, Herenveen did have a bit of a wayward shot. And now hopefully it's our turn to build from the back. So Schmidt hang on to it a bit of a while there, but that's fine. We knock it long, which I don't like, but Gretzen gets the knock on. Olarte, do us a favour. Oh, come on, put it in the net, yes. Terrible defending, terrible goalkeeping, terrible striker work, actually, from Marta. But we get the goal, and that's all that matters. Should have said all that matters. That would be good, right? Fossuments with the pass back. Terrible ball. Marta smash it against the post. It comes back off the keeper's head and just gives him a second bite of the cherry, fortunately for him, because I would have been livid, absolutely livid. And we are now building from midfield, giving it out to Sonner on the left wing. Gretson now with a chance to cross and does, and Rahak is at the back stick and knocks it against the bar. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Olarte might have done us a favour for later in the game. He's actually picked up a yellow card, which is, I don't know, I find it kind of sad when you see your ex-players not doing so well. I mean, he's at Herenveen, so he's clearly not bad. What is it, 2 titles in 3 years for him, and one of them was an absolute domination, so can't really moan about that. But Marta gets the ball, gives it to Gretson, who just absolutely thunders it into the back of the net. Keeper hardly even moves. Gretson, since the move to the deep lying forward, has just come into his own. He's not technically a great player there, he's missing a couple of traits, but in general he can pass, he can shoot, he can dribble. He's got some real good physicals, and his mental's all right, and he just seems to be benefiting from it. I'm very happy. But, yeah, Gretson just never quite got on with it. But since the move to this, it just seems to be doing better. Sort of forces him back into the play a bit more, like starting moves and then giving him a chance to end the move as well. So he's better. He seems to be better coming in than being in the position to score from the start. I've babbled massively there. Cut some of that, please. Right, we've got it in the middle now. Verheyen to Rahak. That is a huge challenge. Come on, Ed. You're not even drunk. And Woodenberg surely is gone. He is gone. He's out of there. That was a horrible challenge from behind. And Herenveen down to 10 men. They've gone for a 4-4-1. And we are going to make some changes because Rahak is out absolutely dying. So Silva can come on for him. And Matusek isn't the freshest at the back, so we'll bring on Elshot, our youngster from the academy, who's not really good enough, but I'm determined to give these guys some backup time. And then I'm actually going to bring off Prezak, but who for? Probably makes sense to bring on Burnett for Prezak, just because at least he's in a similar position and expecting first team football. It's really hard to fit in like those 3 or 4 centre mid, defensive midfield players who are just top notch, but we'll manage it. Good header out by Elshot. Marta doesn't quite want to get there though. And that's a decent enough save by Julio Cesar. I'm really impressed with him so far. He's real solid. Exactly what I wanted. I mean, Lindau was pretty solid. Had the potential for a big mistake, which I think Julio Cesar has made one of so far. But in general, yeah, really happy with him. Real happy. Taller than Lindau as well, which helps in goal. Right, we got a throw in on the right, Elshot into Silva, the 2 subs combining. A lot of our chances do come from throw-ins, and Silva does 2 men and then puts it straight at the keeper, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. They've now abandoned their left midfield, so hopefully we can exploit that. I don't know how long they're going to leave it for, because the AI often will just move their midfield around a lot if they've gone down to 10. There you go, it's already changed, so now it's a narrow... Yeah, it's a 4-3-1-2 now. 4-3-1-1, sorry. You can tell I haven't recorded for ages. Silva on the right-hand side now. This is where I should be looking for an overlap, really. But a deep cross and a bad cross. I know he started on the bench, but this is sort of the reason why he's now being replaced. He never had fantastic attributes to begin with. But just in the last couple seasons, he's just slowly sort of averaged out. I mean, they're back into it now. Oh, what disaster. Yeah, Silva's sort of just become a just below 7 average player, which is fine for what he is, but I need him to be doing that off the bench, like when we need him. But he isn't. And we've got 2 options on the right wing who aren't great. I mean, Rahak is brilliant. I love him. I think he's going to be great, but he's not great right now, like not perfect. Burnett, though, gives it to Sonner on the edge of the box. It's not a great pass. And Herenveen with a chance to clear it, and they do. And there are 2 more minutes of injury time. Just eye up the clock because the World Cup game starts in a minute. And my wife's home from the gym, so I need to get dinner done. I'm worrying. They've got it wide. Oh, fuck. I've had to cut that because I'm a family-friendly channel. I think that's the first time I've actually properly sworn while recording. It's a right back. Why? Why did I let him on the pitch? There is a highlight from kickoff. I don't even know if I want to look. I'm too scared to look. I can't believe this. It's an absolute joke. We've dominated them. Come on, Marta. Get in! Get the yes! Oh. The relief is palatable. I don't know. At some point I'm going to leave one of these in. I might have sworn there. I might not have. I felt like I was being robbed there. So Gretchen plays through Marta, who slots it into the back of the net. Sorry, there was a lack of commentary. I was still angry. I was still really angry. But it looks like we've nicked the win, and we have nicked the win. There's full time. Jeez, we made hard work of that. Right, well, next up for me is Lazio, but I have just been reminded of previous me's attempt to look for some young options abroad. So it looks like we're trying to sign this guy for 8 million. Mark McCluskey, 23-year-old Scottish player, playing at Motherwell, will be 24 in a couple of days. So there's probably not much improvement left in him. But real solid technicals all over the board, really. I'm not expecting him to go up by anything, but if he went up by one attribute point everywhere, he would be perfect. Again, really well-rounded mentals as well, and physicals. I'd say he's extremely well-rounded, but not necessarily amazing at anything. And considering he is going to cost us £8 million, which we technically don't have, but we have loads of our wage budget remaining. He also wants 12k a week. I'll have a look to see what I can do with this. I don't want to give you any... I hate clauses. I don't know if you've seen me negotiate before, but I'm all about trying to knock as many clauses on the head as possible that revolve around wage rises. I don't mind bonuses for winning things because they're kind of deserved. Oh, that's painful. Right, I'll say yes for now. Then we got an option to say no later. Anyway, I've got to finish up dinner and now I've got to watch the game, so it'll probably be a bit darker. But yeah, I'll see you in a second. So we are back for the Lazio game. Nothing has happened between... Oh gosh. Nothing has happened between the Herenveen and Lazio games apart from that one guy we offered a contract to, as you saw. No response on him yet. We're going with exactly the same team, to be honest. So Julio Cesar in goal, Matusek, Schmidt, Boghossi and Vasquez at the back. Prezak, Verheyen in the middle, Rehak, Franken on the wings, Martin Gresson up front. So yes, I have lied to you. It's not the same team. Fred Franken comes in because Lionel Sonner picked up a minor injury in training between games. He could play, but I'd rather not play someone who's actually carrying an actual physical injury. So yeah, Fred Franken comes in the left wing. Other options were Mohamed Trabelsi, who's not really a winger at all. I mean, I assume he's going to be a wide target man. Yeah. One day I might use that as an option. I used it on FM14, it worked quite well. The other option being Darren Kane, but he can't cross, so I assume he wants to be an inside forward. I mean, Ramdeuter. I've never used a Ramdeuter before, but he looks okay for it, but no. But Lazio, I do have a soft spot for Lazio, for whatever reason. I'm not sure what it is. They do have a couple of players on loan, or is it just one? Thomas Patrick, the striker, who is not appearing. I'm really struggling to read their names with that white font. They've got DeAndre Yedlin at right back, on loan from Atalanta. So he's just jogged the Premier League on massively. Fair play to him. Anyone else familiar? Honestly, not to me. None of those names are familiar to me at all. Anyone on the bench? Is that Yusuf Poulsen? It is Yusuf Poulsen, and he is pretty good. It looks like they're just holding him back. Luis Alberto, familiar name. He used to play for Liverpool. Yeah, he's been at Lazio for a long time now. But that is it. That's all I recognise. Do I expect much from this? I'll say I'm expecting a win. No one seems that bothered. I think we can do this. They're playing 4-4-2. We're technically playing 4-4-2. I kind of fancy our chances, but I guess we'll see. Well, we are just over half an hour in and nothing is happening at all. But as you can see from the table, although now it disappears obviously, we are on 4 points as things stand. Lazio 5, so instead of losing their second game, they must have drawn it. So with Midtjylland also looking like they're winning as it stands, we kind of need results. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Okay, look, it's only 1-0. We're only 4 points behind them. Oh, no. Oh, this is painful. We could realistically win all 3 remaining games No, I was going to say win all 3 remaining games and still not go through, but I don't think that's possible. Oh my word, no. To think that last year we were in the Champions League and dropped into the Europa League. The season before Europa League and just kind of dominated the group and went through. At this point, I'm not sure we're making it through the group, which is a humongous step backwards. We've not created anything, at least nothing on camera. We're looking motivated, but apart from Bokosian, who's nervous, it's just not. It's not great, is it? At the end of last season, I was miserable, absolutely miserable. I kind of found the strength to go on. Tell you what, I'm actually going to run Darren Kane on the left wing. Why not? What else could go wrong? Ives for Schmidt because you're on a yellow. So I've not really done much commentating there. So Schmidt has come off, as has Frank on the left and Rahak on the right. We have brought on Ives centre back. We've brought on Silva at right wing, Darren Kane on the left wing, and we're going attacking and pushing up and all that jazz. Yeah, I was so miserable and managed to just about get myself up for this season, but this is looking terrible. I mean, in the league we're looking real good. I didn't actually show you the table at all, so you'll see that in a minute. But yeah, we're looking real good in the league. But we're out of the KNVB Beck already, and potentially going to be out of Europe. It's gutting. Have you got that? Yes, that's a very strange tackle by Matusek, who gives it to Silva. Not enough movement going on up there, is there? Marta got 3 players to beat there. I just don't know what's going on. They're getting back very early into position. We don't really have the ability to cut them open, but Silva down the right, crosses it in. Gretarsson, Verheyen is there, brings us back into it. Lifeline. Oh, that was so necessary. Jeez. So I'm kind of skipping the highlights, the replays, sorry, because they take up a lot of time. I'm talking a lot during the game, especially this one and the last one, but I guess it's going through my thought process. It's not a nice thought process. 2 minutes to go. I mean, I don't know. Just shows how much of a non-tactician I am, that I have no idea what to change. 5 seconds left. Kane whips it in, but nothing is doing there, is it? Vasquez. That's full time. My eye is going crazy with the hay fever. Gretton's out for 6 to 7 days. Super. Who's here this time? Someone checking on us for his Czech Republic squad. It's a bit of a half and half episode, half good, half bad. So where that leaves us in the league after beating Herenveen in the last minute is we are 1 point ahead of Vitesse with 2 games in hand though. Our nearest challengers, if they win their games in hand, Herenveen or Ajax, let's assume they win them both. We're 2 points ahead with a game in hand on them at the moment. So yeah, good stuff. Group I in the Europa League is a lot less convincing. We are in real danger here. We play Lazio next, and with Malmo just getting spanked by everyone, I don't think we can rely on them for results. So really we need to go to Lazio and get a result. We play Midtjylland at home, I think. Yes, Midtjylland at home, last game, Malmo in the middle. So it could all be over. Malmo might start springing a surprise. I need him to, because at the moment it's really not looking good. So that brings us to the end of the episode. As much as I'd love to bring you Lazio, I do just want to get through these seasons a bit. The Malmo game will be all important because it will tell us at the end of whether or not we actually have a chance. I'll bring you that. It'll either be Heracles or NAC. I guess you'll just see at the time. I'm thinking it might be Heracles, but who knows. But definitely Midtjylland after that if we are still in with a shout. If you've enjoyed that, at least I hope you've enjoyed that more than I have, please do smash a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.